What is up, YouTube? You're back today with another video. And look, I am in Mexico right now. Alright. I wasn't gonna record while I'm out here, but I just want to make a quick, 5-6 minute video real quick to let you guys know that the big dreams that you're shooting for in 2026 and beyond, it's not gonna be easy, right? And it's especially for people who have big aspirations. This is definitely achievable for sure, but it's not gonna be handed to you. And I thought that as well. Like I thought, I was gonna just achieve these things by barely working hard. You know what I mean? But nah, there can never be an off switch when it comes to the goals that you set out for yourself, right? And those people who want to become the best version of themselves, right? You got a long way to go, right? But it's okay once you learn to fall in love with the grind, right? I feel like I'm starting to slowly, get into that space where it's like I understand that it's going to be a grind, and I'm prepared for it, but it's not going to be easy at all, right? I was just talking to my guys when we was just sitting poolside, telling them that it's like, I knew I was going to be in this position 5 years ago. I knew that. But it's always just looking ahead, right? Not saying that I'm ungrateful for what I have now, but it's like once you have that growth mindset and it never cuts off, you know that there's always better, right? So yeah, man, I really want for people who are trying to turn their life around within this 1 year, it's definitely possible. You know what I mean? But just know, it's gonna be a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of lessons, a lot of people doubting you. It's gonna be people giving up on you. But you gotta stay locked in. It's not gonna be easy. That's for anybody who's watching this video. If you wanna create content, you wanna lose 100 pounds, you wanna, run a marathon, anything you wanna do that's worth doing, right? It's not gonna be easy, right? And once you are okay with that, you okay with the slow motion. You okay with gradually making more and more and more until it just blow up and you like, damn, this is what I've been grinding for. It's gonna get like that. But just know it's not gonna be easy. I encourage anyone who's watching this video to let, man, if you know it's not gonna be easy, comment that in the comments. It's not gonna be easy, but we gonna do it. Like right now I'm in Mexico enjoying myself. It's a company trip, but I'm sitting out here networking, talking about how I can be better. How these people that I'm meeting can help me be better. It's all about connecting with like-minded people, right? If you're surrounded by people whose only thing that they think about throughout the day is how can they get better, bro, what do you think you're gonna do when you're around them? Damn, how can I get better? It sounds crazy, it sounds simple, but a lot of people, they either just ignore it or they just don't think that they need to do it to get to this crazy level of themselves that they see, right? One thing I don't, not necessarily not like, but it's like one thing I hate hearing is people is like, man, I'm gonna be riding this type of car, I'm gonna make this much, and they either my age or older, and it's like, how are you gonna do that? Like what do you have a plan for that, right? So by having a plan and knowing that it's not gonna be easy, you're good, man. But really, anyone who's watching this video, I do want you to take this moment to congratulate yourself, right? Like, yeah, I made it this far, you know what I'm saying? But it's time to turn it up a notch, it's time to really lock in. It's time to really put on these blinders, I should say, right? And the only thing that you see is you're the best version of yourself. That's the only thing that you see, nothing else. Once you do that, you lock it in. Nothing could slow you down. That's the goal. Nothing, no distractions. Anybody coming to your life and they trying to mess you up, you already gonna exit them out, right? You gonna have run a strict program. But I just wanted to show y'all boys, change up the scenery a little bit. This is real. It's real. 90-degree weather in December, by the way. But really, Really just want y'all boys to know that it's not going to be easy, and there's going to be people that doubt you. There's going to be people that say that whatever you're doing don't make sense or slow down. You need to do something else. Respectfully, man, tell them F off. You locked in. And don't let nobody steer you away from what you want. If you want to have the biggest house in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, in a few years, I think we live in an age where anything is possible, bro. Like literally anything, bro. Literally, bro. Like you can own this resort, bro. You can do whatever you want, bro. Like no troll, like for real. And I feel like people gotta stop living content, bro. Stop opening your horizons so you see more, so you want more, and not be like everybody else. That's what's wrong with this. What's going on with this generation, bro? Not even this generation. That's what's just going on in the world. It's not too many people that want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my video today, man. 6 minutes of y'all time. I really appreciate it. But I'm checking out. About to hit the beach. But y'all boys, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, we locked in.